playlists. I can't play music and do these live streaming videos because of copyright. So I'm coming up with suggested playlists for people to practice with if you want. You can obviously use any music you choose or no music, but tonight's suggested playlist is one of my old-time favorites called The Way to Kathmandu by Karma Moffat. So if you look up on Spotify or some other music program for The Way to Kathmandu by Karma Moffat, then it's an excellent hour-long playlist for this class. So welcome everybody. Tonight is Deep Hatha Yoga. So this morning we did vinyasa practice, and we're going to emphasize still some movement and toning of the muscles, but a lot more holding and stretching. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. The sitting bones back, the core drawing in. Work on lifting the chest, having the shoulders open. Lengthen the back of the neck. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath and continue practicing with the breath. Go ahead and inhale until you're full. Exhale until you're empty. Work on stretching gently through the neck by taking the right ear to the right shoulder. And take deep breath, really feeling the left shoulder lower. And come back to center and take the left ear to the left shoulder. Have the right shoulder lowering. Come on back to center. Now tuck the chin to the chest. And gently roll side to side. Go ahead and tuck the chin. Renew the lift of the chest. Maintain the tuck of the chin. Breathe deep. And then gently lift through the head. Switch, when you're ready, onto the hands and knees. Take your time. And roll out the back. Rounding the back. Exhale. Lengthen the spine. Inhale. And continuing, rounding the back, push into the hands. Lengthen the spine. Feel a nice openness in the chest. We'll do a few more of these, just feeling more relaxed and fluid in the spine. Each round, nice and steady. Go ahead and lengthen the spine, push into the legs, lift the hips, and relax the head down. Downward dog, also called mountain pose.
Transitioning cat pose. Knees to ground and then come to neutral. 2 more rounds. Push back. And then transition cat pose. Downward dog. And again, transition. Cat pose. Lengthen through the spine. And then take child's pose. Deep breath. Breathe so deep that you feel a stretch in your chest and your ribs and your back. And enjoy releasing all of that with the exhale. Take 2 more rounds. Your deep breath, your timing, your rhythm. Yeah. Come back to the hands and knees. And we'll go ahead and exhale. 8-part down. Release down. Inhale. Lift the chest. Lift the hands. Keep the feet down. Send the arms back. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, lift the arms and the legs. Locust pose. Exhale, lower. Hands placed more forward. Inhale, cobra pose. Just use the right amount of lift for your back. Deep breath. Exhale, lower. Hands come back a little bit. Use the core and lift. Downward dog pose. Push into the legs and lift the hips high. If you have tight leg muscles, you can have the knees bent a little bit. Otherwise, push deep into the legs and really lift the tailbone. Lift out of the shoulders, lift the lower back. Strong through the hands. And we're going to walk the feet up a bit. Then bring the hands back to the feet. And you can stay with the hands on the ground, the shins, or fold the arms. And let yourself just hang down a little bit. Relaxing down the neck. Enjoying the deep stretch in the legs and the spine. Release the stretch. Straighten the back. You might want to bend the knees and hold on to the legs. And then stand up straight and lift the arms. Bend the arms with the hands in a reverse prayer and draw into the core. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. Work the small ribs in. Be long through the legs and the spine. And then lift the arms and relax the arms. We're going to do a classic sun salutation now. So go ahead and again, arms lift. And exhale, Uttanasana, folding down. Step the right leg back. Runner's pose. Next is 8-part bow, where you come onto the hands and knees. Lower all the way. Inhale, easy cobra. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, deeper lift to cobra. And release down. Use the core and lift. Come to hands and knees, tuck under the toes, pass through a plank, and then downward dog. Tent up on the right hand, or maybe both, and step the right foot up. Nice and light. Runner's lunge. Forward bend, exhale, top of the mat. Lengthen the spine, stand tall. Lift, and we'll go right into the next side. Fold down. Step left leg back. Nice deep lunge. Transition. Hands and knees, 8-part bow. Inhale, easy cobra. Next inhale, lift cobra. Release. Hands and knees, use the core to lift. Maintain that core, pass through plank very briefly, but effectively. Downward dog. Nice deep strength to step really light with the left foot. Runner's stretch. Uttanasana. Forward bend at the top of the mat. Straight back lift. Rise up. Upward salute. And complete Surya Namaskar with hands to heart. Keep the hands to heart and take a nice little chair. A little bit of a bend in the knees or a lot. Hands to heart is easier on the back. If you'd like to extend more, take chair with the arms extended to your comfortable level. And then segue, downward dog. And go ahead and wag the dog a bit. You wag the hips side to side and enjoy a nice release in the side body. Come back to center when you're ready. Gently put the knees on the floor. And again, we'll just relax in child's pose. Deep breath, taking refuge here. And remember, in all of these practices, you can always adapt, rest, and relax as you need. Come on up to sitting or kneeling, and we'll take a big step up with the right foot. Runner stretch. Enjoy the lift of the chest, the length of the spine. If you find yourself slouching a lot, you can hold the knee. You would hold blocks if you have a pair. Otherwise, sometimes just using the fingertips is good. And then we're going to bring the hands further back and draw the hips back and take a half split pose where you're reaching the chest forward and you're having the back of the neck neutral, flexing the toes back toward you. Bring the chin in and come on back to runner. Now we're going to lift a little bit more, see how that feels. If you don't feel great on the joints, you can hold maybe the wall or something else, bring the legs short, and do the twist upright with the legs short, twisting to the right. If you can stay really long in it and have the torso lifted, we'll do the twist like that. Front knees above the ankle, opening both shoulders back, lifting, and really enjoying the twist. Deep breath.
Exhale, unwind. Next, we're going to take a scissor stretch. Parsvottanasana. Go ahead and have the feet about 3 feet apart and push into the back heel. Relax down the back of the neck. Breathe. Soften the shoulders. Enjoy the engagement in the legs and the release in the muscles in the spine. Let's take about 2 more breaths. Very steady. Steadying the breath to steady the mind. Transition, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank, top of a push-up. We're going to child next. If you want to go right away to child, you can. If you want to hold plank a little bit longer than I do, then you're welcome to do that. And we'll put the knees down and we'll all segue to child. Transition. Lift. And take a big step with the left foot. You might need to step twice. So you're long, so you have the knee above the ankle. And we're going to work on lengthening the spine. Remember your different options. Perhaps the blocks or holding the thigh. Otherwise, fingertips might be enough. Lift the chest. Breathe deep. Remember the breath. Breath is the practice. And the next pose is half Hanuman. Ardha Hanumanasana, hands back. And typically we tend to slouch a bit, but do the best to have a fairly flat back. The knee can be bent if you need. Otherwise, flexing the toes, reaching forward through the chest, and riding the rhythm of the breath. Transition. Runner's lunge. If you need more support for your joints, shorten the distance and lift. You can do the twist like that. If you can stay in a long lunge and bring the shoulders right above the hips and then twist using leverage, holding the opposite hand on the hip, then you can enjoy your twist like that. Turn the head only if it feels really good. Otherwise, the head can look the other way, the neck can be neutral, and we're going to keep breathing. Exhale, come back to center. Next pose is Parsvottanasana. And the distance between the feet can vary, but you want to be able to push into that back heel. Relax down the back of the neck. Take deep, deep breath. Soften the shoulders while lengthening the spine. Downward dog. Hips high.
Feel free to stay here, or if you want to add a little bit of action, you can take an upward dog or a cobra.
And enjoy that nice open feeling in the heart center.
And then use the core back to downward dog. And let's go ahead and put the knees on the floor.
Turn sideways on the mat and walk or hop the feet apart. Bring the hands further out, but keep the hips as far back as the ankles. So you're taking like a down dog with the arms, but you're stretching nice and deep into the hips and legs in a straddle-like form and sustaining. Next, bring the hands back under the shoulders, and then take the left hand under the right side of the chest and bring the right arm up. You can hold the low back if you need, otherwise you're extending through the right arm. Let's go ahead and come on down and do the opposite side. Lifting the left arm, we're going to take about 2 breaths or so. Remember the different options. Hold the low back if you need. Otherwise, enjoy the length of the arms and the spine. Exhale to release. And you go ahead and bend the knees and really work on lifting and opening the chest. Flaring the knees out, enjoying that stretch. And then lengthening the legs. And go ahead and sway a few times side to side. Nice, smooth flow. And when you're ready, go ahead and bend the right knee and either stay like this, or you can lift a little bit more and extend the arms. And then hands on the floor, and switch to the other leg. And lift the chest. You could just stay with the hands on the ground, otherwise the arms extend. And hands down. Come back to center. Bend the knees. And let's come on up. Bring the feet a little bit in. Open the toes. Baby asana. Knees bend. Arms lift, or keep holding the knees. And then come on up and relax the arms and legs. Go ahead and bring the feet closer together until you can lightly transition to facing forward on the mat. Inhale, forward salute, neutral spine or gentle back bend. Exhale, downward dog. And bringing the right knee forward, let's take swan pose. If swan is hard on the knee, you could do a lunge instead. It's good to have the front foot tucked back at first. Unless you're very, very flexible, you can have it moving out if you feel no stretch. But having the front foot back at first is good. If your back is tender, hands more forward. If it feels good, you can bring the hands further back and enjoy a deep stretch in your chest. Let's go ahead and transition, downward dog. And take the left side. Swan stretch. Nice deep stretch into the hips. Work on lifting the chest. Remember your options. If the back's delicate, hands more forward. You can do a lunge or a square pose or a cradle if the knee or low back hurts in swan. But if you feel good working into a little bit of a back bend, bring the hands back, try using the fingertips, or maybe a set of blocks. Open up in the chest, breathing deep into that heart space. And let's go ahead, bring the hands more forward, relax the back muscles, and again, take a downward dog and sway the hips just to loosen up those muscles in the back. All the while, breathing. Again, step up with the right foot, but just halfway up. And plant. And take a nice twist with the right arm up. It might help to hold the block with the left hand, and you could also hold the lower back with the right hand. But if it feels good, have the right arm up and take a little bit of time to open the spine, chest, and shoulders. Back leg, super strong. One more big breath. Take time with it. Enjoy that breath. Use the exhale to release. And glide back. Downward dog. Left foot steps up just about halfway, maybe a little more. It depends on your flexibility. Parsvottanasana, stretching nice and deep into that left leg. And work on lifting the chest. When you have a really good lift of the chest and tall spine, you can use the fingertips on the ground, maybe hold a block or a telephone book, and then take the twist. Both legs active. Remember your options. You can hold the low back, otherwise have the top arm extended. It's a good stretch. It's a little intense. It definitely has strengthening qualities, but you want to enjoy that release. Hips and the spine, chest and shoulders. It's very much engaging the full body. Stay present with the mind as well. Breathe. One more breath. And then come on down. Hands forward. Walk back. Downward dog. Now let's take the knees on the ground wide and do a child's pose with open hips. So the knees are wide, you stretch into the hips and you melt into the pose. Just rest. Rest from the sequence, rest from the burdens of existence, and enjoy the breath. And let's go ahead and come back to hands and knees. Now lower all the way down. Bring the hands under the hips, the chin a little forward if that feels okay, and lengthen and lift the right leg, half locust. Switch the sides. And release.
Put the left arm under the head, and let's take half frog, stretching deep into the right thigh. Switch sides. We're going to take about 5 breaths each side. Take your time. And then go ahead. Release. Take the arms overhead. And just enjoy stretching out and being in full surrender for a moment or two. And then lift the arms and the legs. And exhale, lower. Next, bring the hands back. And actually take them all the way back. Lift the arms and legs. And segue into prepping for bow pose. You could do locust with bent knees instead. Otherwise, hugging the knees in and inhale bow. Nice deep stretch. Deep breath. Exhale, release. And transition. Downward dog. Right knee forward. Swan pose. Work on lifting the chest. And if you want, add the thigh stretch. You bring the right hand to the inside. Move the back knee a little bit to the midline and stretch deep into the thigh. If it is too much, you could just hold the swan, or you could go into the forward bend, which we're all heading there soon enough anyway, so that works just fine. Make sure you breathe regardless of your choices. Without snapping the leg back, let go with nice control. And let's go ahead and just melt into the forward bend. Not just relaxing the hips, but the shoulders, neck, spine. Folded arms under the head is nice, or cushion. You might be able to have the head completely down, arms completely extended. Bring the hands back into place. Lift. And exhale, extended dog stretch. You glide back and lift the right leg slowly, but lift the leg as high as you can. Good muscle tone in all the limbs. Enjoy that deep stretch and working that muscle tone, and then set the foot down. Transition, left side, squat. Ease into it. Work on gaining the length of the spine. Then you can have the hand to the inside. You can move the back knee to the midline. And then we'll take swan thigh stretch. Or just do the variation of your choice. Otherwise, enjoy the thigh stretch, the breathing, the peace and quiet. Not worrying about things like if you sneeze or have the dust in your throat and you cough. You're not a leper. You have isolation and the rewards that go with that. Enjoy and breathe. Release the stretch. And take the forward bend. Let's go ahead and come on up to lift. And glide back to extended downward dog. Lifting the left leg gradually, but lift it as high as you can. Eventually the form with the lifted legs, almost like Hanumanasana. Very deep stretch, very good also for muscle tone. Enjoy that, and exhale, both feet down. Take knees to floor, and then let's transition to Dandasana. Adjusting, bringing the legs out, drawing the hips back, lifting the arms, very, very tall, and lifting the chest. Keep that nice lift of the chest. Set the shoulders, hold the pose a little bit more just to feel the great strength and openness it takes to refine the pose. And then a forward bend. Keep reaching forward through the chest. Emphasize length of the spine, flexing the feet back. And then release the forward bend. Next, we're going to take a straddle pose. So, if your heels hurt on the floor, or if you need extra space, might want to move to the side and use the feet on the mat. Take a nice wide straddle. You start with a little bit of a stretch, and then you gradually work the legs apart. Stretch to the right side, and enjoy. And let's go ahead and take the other side. You feel nice and even on both sides. Let's come back to center and glide forward. Don't round the back too much. Use the fingertips for height, or maybe hold on to a bolster. And eventually you can reach forward even more, or hold the legs or the feet. Pull the thighs back and keep reaching forward through the chest. Use the breath to feel more at ease in the pose, more flexible in the body, more calm and relaxed in the mind, and continue to enjoy that nice, soothing quality of the breath. This is what we need right now, relaxing with the breath. Let's go ahead and come on up. We'll slowly bring the legs together. And let's scoop forward. Until we have lots of space to release onto the back. Take knees to chest. And transition to set up for a nice bridge pose. You have the feet to the ground, the feet parallel. In inhale, bridge pose. You lift to whatever level works for you. A little bit of a bridge, really deep bridge, whatever works. Use blocks of the hips or hold the hips and hold a little bit higher and longer. 5 rounds of breath. Now let's go ahead and just come on down. Take the feet a little bit wide and bend the knees in. Bring the feet together. And then open the knees. Butterfly. If you have any low back pain, try putting a pillow or a blanket under the feet. That will help a lot. Put one hand on the chest, one hand on the solar plex, and breathe deep into the hands, enjoying how that helps to release worry and fear. Let's go ahead and lift the knees. And bring the right knee into chest. Take half spider or half happy baby with the ankle above the knee. The knee goes wide. Relaxing here. And if you would like, you could lengthen the bottom leg, but only do that if you want a deeper stretch. Feel free to stay in the first phase. And we'll go ahead and put the right foot on the ground, bend the left knee into chest, and then take the ankle above the knee, half spider or half happy baby. Leave the right leg bent or lengthen it to deepen the stretch. Put the left foot down now. Transition knees to chest. And if you'd like to do like an eagle twist, that might be very nice. Otherwise, just a basic twist is fine. You open the arms and take the legs to the left. Consider putting the top hand on the top thigh, or put something underneath your legs if you don't want to over twist. Round through both shoulder blades, ease into it. Go ahead and take the other side. Enjoy a nice relaxed twist, an intermediate variation, or the basic form. Feeling more and more at peace with each exhale. Feel nice and even on both sides. Let's do one more knees to chest. Give yourself a really well-deserved hug. Appreciate that you've taken time for yourself, taken time to take care of yourself. And then Shavasana. Use blankets or cushioning. Maybe put cushioning under the knees. Cover for warmth, and maybe a pillow under the head. Cover the eyes if you'd like. Relax completely in Shavasana. You have the option of turning the music off and turning the volume down on this and doing 10 to 20 minutes of Shavasana. Otherwise, we'll do about 5 to 7 minutes here together before concluding. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then return to effortless, soft, natural breath. Natural breath help to ease you into a natural state of peace, tranquility. Feeling relaxation in the feet and the legs, pelvic girdle, the abdominal area, the back, the chest, shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers relax. Throat is soft, chin is soft, face, top of the head, back of the head, and all the space around the eyes. Completely relax. And let go deep into Shavasana to the point where it may almost seem that you might not be wearing the body. To enjoy this complete release of the body. Go ahead and deepen the breath and bring small movement back to the body. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Slowly take knees to chest. You can roll to one side or roll directly up. Transition gradually to a seated posture of your choice. Let's do a clearing breath and then 3 ohms. Breathe in through the nose. Open mouth, let it out. And then inhaling for Om. Namaste. Right. Very good to practice with you in the virtual world. Thank you very much. We have gentle restorative yoga tomorrow morning at 10:30, and I'm going to be doing a core conditioning class I normally do at Pacific Edge Climbing Gym on Wednesday at 6. This is going to happen on Monday too. So the Monday, Wednesday night schedule is going to be core conditioning. It's got some yoga-like stuff in it, but it's definitely very exercisey, and I'll be providing playlists for that and for most of the classes that I am offering from here on. These are playlists that you play yourself because I can't stream music on the live stream platforms that I'm on. So feel free to use those playlists or use your own. Thank you for your donations or sharing with your friends. We're going to keep this going and do the best we can to make the most of what we have available to us, which is not all our assets, but more resources than a lot of people have had throughout history. So we're blessed to have what we have. I'm really grateful for you all joining me here, and I look forward to the next time. Please leave comments and suggestions. Over the weekend, I probably won't have class, but I'll do like a yoga tea time, coffee and tea, and we can do Q&A, and you can send requests for coming weeks. This is going to be going on for at least a few weeks. So you can send requests for different poses and sequence we want to work on. I'm going to try and be offering levels and different types of yoga that suit everybody's needs. So looking forward to more soon, and I will see you.